Sagittarius. So I don't do zodiac readings all the time, but sometimes I do them. If you like those kind of readings, let me know in the comments, so I would do them more often, okay? So Sagittarius, the year 2024 was going to come toward you. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment if you want to. If you want a personal reading, you can email me. My email is down in the description. Just send me an email with your question or questions. If you want to be a member of my channel, click the join button. If you cannot find it, that will be because you're in a YouTube application. So simply click the link down in the description. It says join my channel, and going to take you automatically to a web browser. Then you can join my channel. Anyway, let's start this reading. What's going to come towards you the year 2024? So what to expect? I do feel like a lot of difficulty with money and finance and career right away. I do feel like you're gonna struggle. I cannot speak. You're gonna struggle with because you're different Sagittarius, right? Each Sagittarius, and I'm gonna step in like a different, like if you've done this, what kind of Sagittarius you are. I do feel like remember to check your chart and your moon sign and also your rising sign. I'm gonna post those readings as well so you can check them. But here you're gonna deal with like, what the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I say? So you might deal with like actions that you took that you regret, or even commitment that you regret. For some of you might be committed to someone that you don't want to commit to, whether it's like a job or a person that you're gonna find yourself falling out of love with. You'll be like, why did I commit with that person? Why did I not cut this person off? Or there's a friend, someone's like, why did I not cut this person out? Now they're too involved. Now they're causing me issues, or they might cause you issue this year that you're gonna be like, I knew I should have trusted my intuition. I should have trusted something, or maybe watched something in my reading, or I told you personally in my reading something about them and you tried to ignore your intuition. You're like, I knew that this going to happen. It could be about a person or something in your life. Why did I stop giving a fuck about that? Yeah, and I do feel like there's a lot of anger here gonna come to you from yourself. I feel like a lot of you might be dealing with financial difficulty or money difficulty. It's not because you're broke or anything, but you might find yourself having more commitment, more things to pay. You might even have something like have a new kid or something like that, or have something, a bet or something that you just have more bills to pay, or you're going to find yourself just obligated to pay things, right? I do feel like a lot of you Sagittarius, you're going to find yourself feeling like unlovable this year for some of you, or you feel like your love life is failing. So this year you're going to find yourself feeling like, oh, everybody's committed to someone. Why am I not committing to anybody? Or if you have someone, you're going to feel like your love life is like, bleh, like what the fuck is going on? It's like there's no color in my love life, or you're gonna feel like you're lacking. So I do feel like a lot of Sagittarius, you might find yourself very active sexually because of the lacking of your love life. So you might find yourself feeling a little bit too sexual, feeling like you want to go and have one night stands, or you're feeling like you're gonna find yourself also dating people just because you want to cover that hole in your body, hole in your soul, but you want to really fuck anybody, or you just want that. There's like this gap of emotion that you might find yourself like really just not sure how to like resolve that issue. But I do feel like, because I told you it's different Sagittarius, some of your Sagittarius might meet someone this year in love, but this person could be very different than what you're expecting, very different than what you are. Or for some of your Sagittarius, I do feel like some Sagittarius here were really dealing with a lot of issues, that they were really highlighting a lot of issues about them, that they really fixed a lot of issues. Not all of you Sagittarian, but some Sagittarians here that have been dealing with themselves, they've been making themselves stable and all of that, and healing themselves. Because of that, I do feel like the universe is going to reward you by some new beginning here. But this new beginning, some of you Sagittarius, you're going to be understanding that this came in a time that when it comes to you, you're going to understand why your tower moments or why your life was hell. You're going to be like, yeah, because this thing, if it came to me before, I feel like I would not know how to handle it, or before I did not know that, or I did not learn that. So I do feel like a lot of you are going to be very thankful for the bad thing or the heartbreak that you've been through, because you'll be like, I know what not to do in this. I know how to deal with it. It could be something different, something new. It could be a job offer, it could be a partner. But a lot of you are going to have a break in life. For some of you Sagittarius, gonna have a break in love. And for some of you, as I told you, some Sagittarius here are fucking evil. I do feel like not all of you. Some of you, you've been really doing monkey business. Spirit really gave you something and you really hurt that thing, and you know yourself. If you're that Sagittarius, you know yourself, because some of you here, as I told you, not all of you, to a group of you here, you've been really doing some fucking awful things that you're really like you've been really not stopping. Either like you hurt several people, you hurt some air sign and fire sign or something like that. But some of you Sagittarius, you're going to really hate yourself this year. Sounds like the Spirit going to put you in the garbage that you created, gonna put you in the hole that you created, and you're going to see yourself as pathetic, unlovable. You're going to see your flaws, and you're going to miss some certain people that you lost in your life. So some of you Sagittarius, life going to be fair. So in general, Sagittarius, life going to be fair. For some of you have been working really on yourself, you're going to get rewarded. Some of you this year, you're going to be really dumpster diving in your shit. Basically, you're going to like to look, it sounds like you're very desperate. For some of you, you might deal with financial difficulty or something like that, but I do feel like a lot of you are going to try to escape this feeling, the depression feeling, by going to haunt you. Because I do feel like you might feel jealous or triggered because the universe is going to highlight some shadow side of you that you don't even want to admit that is there. And those shadow sides going to be highlighted by showing you someone progress in front of you, someone live in front of you that you thought they were not jealous of this person, but when they're better than you, you're going to be jealous, or when they're having something. I do feel like a lot of you are going to be so traumatized because you lost something or someone is not around you. So let's see here, Sagittarius this year. What else we got? I do feel like a lot of you Sagittarius, you're going to find some of you Sagittarius, you might get married this year. You might have really a good start. Some other Sagittarius, you might be just the opposite block. So I feel like Sagittarius is literally here and here, because literally for Sagittarius, tables are turning. So even if you're doing good in career and all of that, there's something going to come to you. I do feel like your finance not going to be as affected for a majority of you, but you're going to get whatever you've been doing in love, especially, or relationships. So follow your intuition here, okay? I do feel like a lot of your Sagittarius, maybe your career going to fail. As I told you, might bear a lot of things, or you might find yourself not being successful. Someone else stealing from you. Some of you here, in general, a lot of you Sagittarius, you're going to find out that someone is stealing from you, or someone wanted to steal from you. Could be like literally someone stealing from your business, or you're like losing money. For others of you, you're going to realize that someone is a gold digger, or taking advantage of you. So that's why you're going to cut them off, or you're going to decide to take actions and walk away. Or maybe you already realized that for some of you. I do feel like a lot of you Sagittarius dealing with frustration this beginning of the year, dealing with like loneliness, frustration, and a lot of things. Some of you might find someone very soon, or someone going to come to you very soon in love. Some Sagittarius, those are the Sagittarius who have been doing good and been holding themselves. You're going to find someone very good, and you might even be in a relationship. But I do feel for majority of you, this relationship may not last. Some of you Sagittarius, you might really not want to tell yourself that you really have negative trait, but this negative trait going to be highlighted. So I do feel like in general, this year in general, whether you're good or not, you're going to be, your negative trait going to be highlighted for you. You're going to understand that you're too much, or you're gonna meet someone who's going to show you your negative trait. It's almost like Spirit holding a mirror, showing you who you are, like, yeah, the tower moments, who you are, your trait, and you're going to be forced. It's not going to be a pleasant feeling to face yourself. The majority of you are going to face yourself, right? So let's see here what's going to come also this year for you. So I do feel like majority of you are going to face yourself. You're going to face a lot of things, whether it's your consequences or things that you run away with yourself, like behaviors that you thought they were not affecting anybody. You might meet someone who's like going to be outspoken about your behaviors or about things, but in general, Sagittarius going to face themselves. Either you're going to face yourself by someone who's like literally a partner who's similar to you, or a partner who's outspoken, but you're going to face yourself, or someone going to speak the truth to you. It could be old friend, old lover, and all of that. I do feel like a lot of your Sagittarius, you're going to find yourself blocked from traveling, or blocked from moving, or movement going to be blocked for some of you. You might go travel and all of that, but not going to be like like before, something like that. I do feel like a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, a lot of feeling like, what the fuck, I need to get what I want. I need to get what I want the way that I've been getting it, but you're not going to get it the way that you've been getting it. You know what, Sagittarius, I don't know how to explain to you, but this year is going to be your element of the year. It's going to be you stepping in your Sag energy, okay? Last year's, you've been in a different energy. You've been in, for some of you, Cancer energy, some of you in Aries energy, right? You've been forced to act this way. And that was not really suitable for you, but you learned how to act this way. And some of you didn't learn, actually. You're just like, that behavior caused you to have a lot of things. So now when you're forced to be yourself, you're going to take actions that it's like it's not you, and you're going to realize a lot of things, but that was to put you in a different shoe for you to understand a lot of negative things about yourself. Also, you're going to find yourself awfully laughed at. Some of you might really find a lot of confident issues might be highlighted, insecurities that you didn't even understand that it was there. You might find yourself being bullied or having a lot of people around you bullying you or something like that, because I feel like the universe want to highlight your shadow side, your insecurities and things, that trait that you didn't want to admit to yourself. So a lot of you are really dealing with yourself basically this year, dealing with yourself, dealing with your insecurities, dealing with things that you didn't want to deal with, or you didn't think that's there. It's almost like, here, face yourself, face your insecurities. A lot of you are very insecure, and you didn't know about your insecurities or things that cause you to be insecure, bad relationship and all of that. I do feel like majority of you Sagittarius, whenever you have bad relationships here or something bad happened to you in your life, it does affect your self-esteem. So I do feel like the universe going to highlight that. Basically, your ego going to be on the side, or your ego going to be stepped at. Like someone going to step on it. So yeah, basically connect with your womb is like, as we spoke about, deep breathing, understanding what is the source of your anxiety, tower moment of the self, understanding a lot of things within yourself, knowing how to be positive with yourself, understanding yourself. And this is going to be the highlight of this year for you, okay? Take the other oracle. We got potential, memory, and detachment. We're gonna take 5, okay? Strength and compassion. So you got potential to be really very narcissistic for some of you. I do feel like for some of you, you're gonna understand that you created something, or a defensive mechanism for you to run away from your darkest memories. You're very detached, but they were there and it's still affecting you. So a lot of your painful memories are actually causing you to have self-esteem, or causing you to be narcissistic or in denial. So there's a lot of tendency here where you're trying to be stable, and it's actually doing the opposite inside your inner self. Compassion is teaching you how to be compassionate to yourself and your emotion, and to give yourself a break by admitting to yourself about your insecurities and what you don't like, and not be your own enemy, and tell yourself that you feel this way and find ways to heal it. Find the strength to face that. There's a strength in facing that you're insecure about certain things, and that you don't want to see them this way. You don't want to cover it up by looking for validation from other people, because some of you are doing that. And it's like there's a strength to understand for some of you, if you're a toxic Sagittarius, that you've been projecting it on people to feel that validation, and that you were doing really bad. For some of you, just like with yourself, you've been harsh on yourself. You don't want to admit it because you feel like it's gonna make you feel like not that feisty, strong person. But you need to admit it to yourself and understand the cause of the issue. Be compassionate with yourself if you're feeling some kind of way about your insecurities, and to heal it in a perfect way, to be like, what should I give myself for me to feel better? So if you don't learn, you're going to learn, because this year is going to be this way, and you're going to have tower moments that are going to force you to see that. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.